Kevin had spent the night reading about vitamins and natural medicine. He offered her a reddish-brown pill that looked a little like the one Cook had given him. What will it do? I'm not exactly sure. You don't know? So what makes you think it can help me? So are you going to take it or not? Kevin was about to take the pill back as he spoke, but she snatched it out of his hand. She tossed the pill in her mouth and swallowed it with a gulp of water. They waited anxiously for about 5 minutes. Finally, Kevin asked her, "Do you feel anything?" "I feel like I'm going to be another 5 minutes late to work. Are you sure you followed the recipe right?" "I'm not sure. The one I took was given to me by someone else." Just then, Kevin's phone rang. "Lily?" "Where are you? Hurry up and come to Grandma's. My father's back from his trip." "Okay, I'll be there in a little while." After driving for more than an hour, he finally arrived at the Jones family's mansion. Grandma Jones glared at Kevin, then said to her son, "Oliver, what brings you back after all this time?" "Mom, I found a great business opportunity for the family." "What opportunity?" "Mom, I met a very powerful businessman. All I have to do is send him the amount we agreed on, and half a month later he'll be able to triple our investment." The family members who were in the room started discussing this with each other. One of his cousins asked him, "Oliver, you chump, what were you thinking?" Some of the other comments were even worse, but Oliver didn't care what they said. He never lost his smile. He handed his phone to Grandma Jones and reassured her. "Mom, this friend of mine is doing development overseas. He's focusing on some real cutting-edge industries. I guarantee that we'll earn a lot of money from this." "Oliver, why don't we invest $5 million first?" "Mom, what are you talking about? We aren't some tiny little unknown family. We're one of the most respected families in all of Chicago. If I only invest $5 million, my friend will think that we're not committed. He put our family at the top of his list because of our reputation. If we don't show the same faith in him, we may lose the entire deal." "Then how much do you think our family should invest in this opportunity?" "Mom, I think we should invest more. We should invest all available funds. Then once we've made enough profit, we can pull back." "Grandma, please don't listen to Uncle Oliver. We're not even the richest family in Chicago, let alone the world. There's no way someone would approach us first. This has to be a scam." "Dad, in my opinion, you really ought to think twice about this." When she heard this, Dorothy stood up from her seat, walked over to Kevin, and slapped him in the face. "What are you talking about? Don't you want this family to succeed? Just because you're a leech, it doesn't mean Lily's father is too. If you say another word, you will never be welcome in my home again." Suddenly, Jason had an idea. And at first, Jason wanted to speak out against the idea like Matilda had. But now he saw an opportunity to chase Lily out of the family and make some extra money for himself. So Jason sneered and said, "Matilda, Uncle Oliver has good intentions. How can you say his friend's offer is a fraud?" "Jason, what do you mean?" "Grandma, I think this is a good opportunity." While everyone watched anxiously, Grandma Jones took a deep breath and said, "I've decided to give all available family assets to Oliver for this investment." Oliver was the most excited one in the room. "Mother, don't worry. We'll easily earn at least $200 million. Meanwhile, Kevin closed his eyes and shook his head helplessly. Soon afterward, everyone left the mansion. When they reached home, Kevin sat down on the sofa. Dorothy glared at him and said, "Why are you just sitting there? Are you waiting for me to bring you your food? Why don't you go to the kitchen where you belong?" When he saw that Kevin wasn't going to come out, Oliver turned to his daughter and said, "Lily, I came back home to give my family a chance to make a fortune, but I'm also here to talk about your marriage." "What do you mean, Dad?" "Lily, I met a very rich man while I was overseas. His son has been investing in Chicago for the past few years, which is a wonderful opportunity for us. If you want, I can arrange for the two of you to meet." "Dad, what are you talking about? I'm already married to Kevin." "Couldn't you get a divorce? You could marry him and then we could all move to Europe." "No, No matter what you say, I won't divorce Kevin." "What's wrong with you?" Dorothy said angrily. "Why don't you want a divorce? Don't you think I'd like to kick him out the door right now?" "If he leaves, I'm leaving too." Suddenly, Oliver slammed his fist on the table. He had lost his patience. "Enough! I'm the head of this family and I'll settle this right now. Tomorrow you're going to divorce Kevin, and the day after tomorrow you'll meet my friend's son. After that, I'll handle the paperwork for all of us to move to Europe." Kevin, who was cutting vegetables in the kitchen, could hear every word of the conversation. He was surprised to see Lily shove open the kitchen door and walk toward him. She grabbed Kevin's hand and turned around to walk out of the room. As she did this, she shouted at her parents, "When you change your mind, I'll come back. With Kevin." "If you're with him, don't bother to come back." "How senseless." Lily held Kevin's hand tightly. They kept walking until they were around the corner from her parents' house. When they reached the bus stop, Lily let go of Kevin's hand, sat down on the bench, and cried. "Are you sure you want to do this?" "Kevin, I won't give up on you if you don't give up on me." Kevin nodded in agreement, turned around, and walked around the corner to get his car. As Kevin started to drive towards Corwin Tower, he was racking his brains trying to figure out how to explain everything to Lily. Kevin turned the Porsche onto Lakeshore Drive and headed downtown. About a half hour later, Lily slowly opened her eyes. She took one look out the car window and her jaw dropped. "Kevin, where are we? Didn't I ask you to take me to your place?" "Lily, this is where I live," Kevin said as he pointed to the entrance of the luxury tower. "The apartment your boss gave you?" After the valet took the Panamera down to the building's garage, Kevin took Lily by the arm and they walked into Corwin Tower together. As she looked up at the beautiful Neo-Art Deco entrance hall, he asked her, "Well, what do you think?" "Kevin, this is your boss's place, right? Is it okay for us to even be here?" "Don't be nervous. I really do live here." "Lily, I helped the company sign a business deal worth billions. My boss was so happy he gave me an enormous bonus. So I bought this condo." "Are you serious? You're really not lying to me. We've been married for almost 3 years. Have I ever lied to you?" Lily dried her eyes and looked around the lavishly decorated living room with the floor-to-ceiling view of Chicago's skyline and Grant Park. It was true that he'd never lied to her. Just then, Kevin's phone vibrated in his pocket. "Mitch, what's going on?"
"It's Adriana's birthday tonight. She's having a party at my hotel and she asked me to invite you."
"Okay, no problem." Kevin decided not to take Lily with him to the party. He didn't want to risk having her find out the rest of his secret. Not right now. Kevin stopped at an upscale mall along the way to buy Adriana a sparkling diamond necklace. When Kevin entered the banquet hall, he saw that, even though it was still pretty early, a lot of guests had already arrived. That made sense. The West Chicago International Group was one of the leading corporations in the Midwest. Just then, they heard someone call out for help. "Please call a doctor. President Archer just fainted." The guests formed a circle around the woman and began to discuss what they should do. Drake squeezed through the crowd and saw her lying on the floor. He furrowed his brow and said,
"President Archer?
Do you know her?"
"Mr. Williams, you might not know this, but her name is Gwen Archer. She's the CEO of Gwendom Real Estate, the biggest agency in Chicago. Her brother, Dominic Archer, is the head of one of the largest crime syndicates in the city."
"I'm a doctor. Please let me in."
"Dr. Willow? Sorry to trouble you. Please have a look at President Archer."
Gwen still wasn't responding, and everyone began to whisper to each other. Drake walked up and asked her,
"Dr. Willow, has there been any improvement?"
"I think we should transport her to the hospital for testing. All I can do is stabilize her." Adriana nodded and asked Drake to send for a car. It would be faster than an ambulance and the doctor could ride with her. Suddenly, Kevin walked up and put his arm on Drake's shoulder, saying, "Drake, please carry President Archer to the table by the window over there and open it wide. Then have your assistants put out all those candles and take them into the kitchen."
Hi, Kevin here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Insta Empire now with the link in the description.